Well, the other problem I'm seeing is like at the homestead exemptions. We need to separate those applications for homestead exemptions. We need to not allow people that apply for those homestead. Well, first of all, let's eliminate property taxes altogether. But if we're talking about we're trying to get rid of fraud, we need to take this opportunity to find the fraudsters, okay? Like in, the stuff Fannie Mae or whatever in Georgia, I guess, and some other people, they're doing, what are they? They got several homestead exemptions, right? And it becomes a political fiasco, right? And people prosecuting for that, and then people resigning. I think somebody resigned over a homestead exemption. But this is the same thing I've been dealing with. I'm also doing a project with the homestead exemptions because, look, you go in there and you fill out a form called the homestead exemption. It's supposed to be an affidavit. Okay, you're supposed to be swearing under some type of a sworn oath or similar to that, saying that you live at that address. This is your homestead, okay? Because otherwise it's fraud, okay? But sometimes there's a mix-up where somebody did a homestead exemption and then it's like from the past and it was ended, but it never got canceled out. But we need to fix all that. Okay, but we also have an opportunity to check out the fraud, though, the real fraud. The real fraud are these people, okay, that are using their kids' names. They own one property. They're using their sister's name, or they're using their middle name at one property and their first name at another property. But you can't figure it out because they have 5 or 6 names, Escobar, Julio, Juan Julio Hernandez. I mean, we got so many names now. So some of them have up to 5 names. I've seen even 6. So, I mean, there's a lot to take in that. But if we could isolate the affidavit, okay, or require a notary, right, a authentic notary, not just these people that are just doing this fraudster stuff. There's a bunch of different fraud things that these notaries are doing. First thing they're doing is they will try to take your documents and copy your documents. 2 things they could do with that. They can steal some information, steal your identity. They can sell that information, or they can get your proprietary data, your proprietary, like your document. Like, I created this and this is my format, and they steal it and they use it for their own template. That's another thing they can do. There's tons of stuff they can do. Do not let people make copies of your documents. I've had people at banks try to make copies of my documents. When they tell you, okay, I'm going to show this to my supervisor, that's one of the tricks. I'm going to show this to my supervisor. I'll be right back. Do not let them leave the room with your document. Okay, that's your document. That's your private, proprietary information. That's your... Everything on there is what you have. Okay? Do not give it to somebody and let them take it out of the room. That's the first... So many dumb people are getting fraudulated. Fraudulated, that's not a word, but there's a lot of fraud through these notaries. They have to... First of all, it's the same thing. It's the same ethics and moral problem we've had in this country that's continued to decline over the years and years. There's no ethics anymore. Like, these people in these positions where they're public trust do not understand the word trust. They don't even understand the word public. And then you put them together and they're a notary. It's stupid. They're just coming to get $10 signatures, I think. And then the fraud starts from there. See, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. I'm like, I'm a $10 fraudster. That's crazy. It's sad, but it's serious. It's very serious, but it's also perplexing that it's so petty to me. Anyway, so the notaries, man, I went to one yesterday, sat down in the chair, did not ask for an ID, did not have me sign a book, didn't even read the document. Just, thank you, gone. What? Where am I going with this document? And how many documents has this person fraudulently sent off from their desk? to go to Brandon Steinman's clerk of courts, and file some kind of fraudulent document, which ties up our court systems, costing taxpayers dollars. There's just so many, there's so many things wrong in this, and it's just like, I'm overwhelmed.